But I just seen something that was extremely alarming, man. I seen a channel called King AK-47 talking about it last night. I've been at work. I just got a chance to read the article. They talking about in Cleveland, Ohio, there's 30 children that went missing between the ages of 12 and 17 between May 2nd and May 16th. In the 2 week period, 30 kids went missing in a 2 week period. That sounds crazy to me, man. And I seen the King AK-47, like I said, he was saying that the Cleveland police didn't even report on this until the New York Post talked about it. Then all of a sudden the Cleveland police talked about it. That's extremely alarming because, and he was also saying something about there's been like a lot of cartel members getting arrested up there lately. But I just read the article and they're talking about this. They don't even put these cases don't always make it into an Amber Alert unless certain criteria is met and if they feel like the children are in danger. I would think that yeah, kids do run away. So, but you would think maybe all right, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 kids might run away in a 2 week period. You would think once it would have got to like 10, 15, 16, 17, the exact number is 27 that's missing. But you would think once it got up to the 10s and the 15s and 20, they would have started taking this more serious. And I know just from the Amber Alert, I was working my other job when I was first started doing trucking. I used to be in upstate New York a lot. For whatever reason, there used to be a lot of Amber Alerts in upstate New York. But most of them used to be a parent, the other parent has came and took the kid and didn't bring the kid back on some visitation type stuff or something like that. So they do Amber Alerts for that. And every time I see one of those type of Amber Alerts, I'd be like, do they really, is this necessary to do a whole Amber Alert to alert the whole entire community over one of the parents took their kid and just kept the kid longer than they're supposed to have him? You know what I'm saying? But they talking about they don't, in this Cleveland, Ohio situation, they don't always do Amber Alerts because they gotta fit a certain criteria and they gotta be they gotta feel like the children's in danger. So that don't make no damn sense to me, man. But 27 kids within a 2 week period, they're even saying this is like something unprecedented. They never seen nothing like this in Cleveland and probably nowhere in America, I would think. There gotta be something more to this. 27 kids go missing in 2 weeks between May 2nd and May 16th. And you go on there, they don't even got pictures for most of the kids. When have you ever seen kids go missing and they ain't got pictures for the kids? Like, what type of mess is that? We all grew up, anybody my age, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody on a milk carton in a heartbeat. When have you ever seen a missing person, a missing child, and they don't even have a picture of the kid? That don't even sound right. That sounds real crazy to me. Most of the kids ain't got pictures on there. Like I said, a number of them, I'll say between maybe around 5 or something, just an estimated guess, might have ran away. You know what I'm saying? If they just kids in a certain type of neighborhood might have just ran off. But 27 kids in 2 weeks just go missing and disappear from one city. And they said the greater Cleveland area. So they're talking about an area. That's not even just the whole entire Cleveland. That's like the main inner city of Cleveland. So 27 kids go missing in one community, pretty much one area. This is a huge cover-up of some sort, man. This is something crazy going on with this. Like, I mean, if I gotta just sit there and take a guess, I would probably say some kind of human trafficking or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Is what I would think. And they're saying also they're saying kids, so they're labeling the kids between 12 and 17, which is also kind of weird. Because if that many people was going missing of the same kind of criteria from the same area, why would there be none less than 12 and none more than 17? So I'm sure there's more cases of people that are younger and older in that age. They trying to keep it between 12 and 17 so they can call them teenagers. Once you become 18, you're an adult, or at least in Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? And 12 years old, I don't think you're really considered prepubescent before 12 years old. I mean, after 12 years old. So even the criteria is kind of weird between 12 and 17. That number just sounds a little bit weird to me. Every single one of these 27 kids is between 12 and 17 years old. I would say some adrenochrome type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I think adrenochrome is more or less. Damn, that word they shutting my thing down. Like, soon I mentioned that, it went off twice now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like even with the Wayne Williams case down in Atlanta years ago, there's definitely, I ain't gonna say definitely, but there's definitely believed to be more to the story than just him going out and killing these kids. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I definitely noticed that the police chief in Cleveland, he's been on the force for 33 years, so we always got to pay attention to number 33. I ain't really been into the numbers lately a lot like that and doing gematria and stuff like that because I don't really be having time for it no more. I don't got the mental capacity for it no more. I don't be having like the, you know what I'm saying, just the extra space in my mind to be working with all those numbers like I used to all the time before. But I did notice that the police chief out there, he's been on the force for 33 years. So that number they talking about, well, King AK-47 was saying that the Cleveland police didn't even report on this until the New York Post put it out. So that sounds like some kind of cover up or something going on inside Cleveland. This ain't the first time that weird sexual, I ain't gonna say this is sexual yet because we don't know that for sure, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't the first time that times throughout the years, you know what I'm saying? So this is like that, and he also said that the police is talking about they don't have the extra resources and numbers to go out and look for all these kids. So you mean to tell me this is not a FBI worthy case for them to call the feds into the community and put boots on the ground and go start looking for these kids? 27 of them, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this really is, man, but this is definitely. And also you got to realize that places like Cleveland and mid-sized cities like that, places like that are where a lot of these experiments be happening. They try places like that in San Francisco, even that's like a bigger place, but they do these little things in these little cities first because there's like enough people to hide certain stuff, but it's not a major, it's not one of the biggest cities, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like they can kind of make stuff go under the radar over places like that. But this one just so happened to get out, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gotta keep track of this and see what develops out of this, man, because we're not even talking about 27 kids in 2023. We're talking about over a 2-week span period from May 2nd to May 16th. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said earlier, I mentioned the word adrenochrome and my live went out. See if it goes out again because I said the word adrenochrome. But I think adrenochrome is more or less based around prepubescent kids, you know what I'm saying? But the live didn't go out, but people damn sure fell out the live since I started saying that again. But that's about it though, man. This is something that I think people need to pay attention to this, man, because like I said, they do these experiments. This is happening in Cleveland. This could definitely come to your community next, whatever this is about. Even if it's just simple as this, not simple as, but even if it's just trafficking. You know what I mean? You don't want something like this coming into a community near you, man. So that's about it. But this is definitely a weird situation. 27 kids missing in 2 weeks in May in Cleveland. I can't hit the damn button.